The human brain is a wonderful thing. It starts working the moment you are born and never stops until you stand up to speak in public. Life's a bitch, then you marry one. I asked God for a bike, but I know God doesn't work that way, so I stole a bike and asked for forgiveness. Politicians and diapers have one thing in common: they should both be changed regularly and for the same reason. When tempted to fight fire with fire, remember that the fire department usually uses water. Nothing sucks more than that moment during an argument when you realize you're wrong. Patience is something you admire in the driver behind you, but not in one ahead. I read recipes the same way I read science fiction. I get to the end and I think, well, that's not going to happen. How is it one careless match can start a forest fire, but it takes a whole box to start a campfire? God gave us our relatives. Thank God we can choose our friends. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Why do people say no offense right before they're about to offend you? If you steal from one author, it's plagiarism. If you steal from many, it's research. A successful man is one who makes more money than his wife can spend. A successful woman is one who can find such a man. A diplomat is someone who can tell you to go to hell in such a way that you will look forward to the trip. Men have only two emotions, hungry and horny. If you see him without an erection, make him a sandwich. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. The only mystery in life is why the kamikaze pilots wore helmets. Instead of getting married again, I'm going to find a woman I don't like and just give her a house. A lot of guys think the larger a woman's breasts are, the less intelligent she is. I think it's the opposite. I think the larger a woman's breasts are, the less intelligent the men become. Men reach their sexual peak at 18, women reach theirs at 35. Do you get the feeling that God is playing a practical joke? Always borrow money from a pessimist. He won't expect it back. Do not argue with an idiot. He will drag you down to his level and beat you with experience. First, the doctor told me the good news: I was going to have a disease named after me. Evening news is where they begin with good evening and then proceed to tell you why it isn't. I couldn't repair your brakes, so I made your horn louder. Money can't buy happiness, but it sure makes misery easier to live with. America is a country where half the money is spent buying food and the other half is spent trying to lose weight. By working faithfully 8 hours a day, you may eventually get to be boss and work 12 hours a day. The trouble with being punctual is that nobody's there to appreciate it. Tell a man there are 300 billion stars in the universe and he'll believe you. Tell him a bench has wet paint on it and he'll have to touch it to be sure. The human race has only one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. The moment it arises, all your irritations and resentments slip away, and the sunny spirit takes their place. Insanity is hereditary. You get it from your children. The trouble with eating Italian food is that 5 or 6 days later, you're hungry again. If you can't be a good example, then you'll just have to be a horrible warning. I have to exercise early in the morning before my brain figures out what I'm doing. A bank is a place that will lend you money if you can prove that you don't need it. It is amazing how quickly the kids learn to drive a car, yet are unable to understand the lawn mower, snowblower, and vacuum cleaner. If you do a job too well, you'll get stuck with it. If you marry for money, you will earn every penny. Just taught my kids about taxes by eating 38% of their ice cream. Laughter is an instant vacation. My husband wanted one of those big screen TVs for his birthday, so I just moved his chair closer to the one we have already. My wife could turn to me and she may say, "Why do you love me?" And I can with all honesty look her in the eye and say, because our pheromones matched our olfactory receptors. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. Before I got married, I had 6 theories about bringing up children. Now, I have 6 children and no theories. Women and cats will do as they please, and men and dogs should relax and get used to the idea. We hope that when the insects take over the world, they will remember with gratitude how we took them along on all our picnics. We are all mortal until the first kiss and the second glass of wine. We live in a society where pizza gets to your house before the police.